afternoon. This is Jazz. Do you have about 15 minutes so we can talk about chakras and how to balance them? We're talking today about the root chakra. We've talked now for a couple weeks about ego resistance and how it shows up in our everyday life and in our businesses as well. So today, let's take some steps to rebalance those chakras so that you can start changing your life and kick that ego resistance to the curb. Sounds good? Let's do this. Hey, Colleen. Let's do this. I'm so glad you're here. Got your Facebook thing about tonight as well, and I just want to give you a shout out because you're organizing something in Cornwall for the violence against women. We are December 6th today. Feeling safe is all about the root chakra, and so this kind of coincides well as well. So I might see you tonight, Colleen, to try and raise the funds for the violence against women. And if you want to write that down in the comments, I believe it said the RCAF, the white thing. Hey, there's my cat Pompon in the back there. So write that down and let's invite some more people and raise awareness and some funds for violence against women. So let's go back to the root chakra. So one thing that I want for you to know for sure is that we are human, right? We are a soul having a human experience. And that new age concept of having all of our chakras in balance all the time, like as if everything was right and centered all the time, that's BS. It will not happen. So do not set that as your, I'll be just the great spiritual person when, or I'm only a good human when everything is balanced and properly stacked up. That is like a myth of perfectionism. It is not human. It's not possible. This is why our chakras, they spin energy, and we use energy through our day differently. I'm speaking right now and I'm thinking and I'm channeling what it is that I'm going to say. And so probably the throat chakra or the forehead chakra might be spinning a little bit more. They need a little bit more energy right now than the root chakra, right? And if you're in other situations, and the root chakra might be needing or spinning more energy than the others. We are never, ever, ever perfectly balanced all the time. So get that out of your belief system. You will not attain it. So don't set yourself up for failure to start with. Okay? That is my belief. That's the way I work. That's how I train my students and my clients. So don't set yourself up for failure by thinking that everything is going to be perfect. You are already perfect. Your chakras are working. So are there some chakras that are blocked? Of course there are, because we're human. But this is the thing. The chakras reflect your beliefs. The chakras reflect your actions in the world. So then to heal the chakras and to balance your chakras, you must learn to change your beliefs about yourself. You must learn to change your beliefs about your money. You must learn to change your beliefs about how safe you are, how creative you are, how powerful you are, how loving you are, how self-expressive you are, how imaginative you are, and how connected to divinity you are, right? It's about your belief system, which impact the actions that you take in the world based on those belief systems, based on your emotions. So going to a new age guru and saying, oh, I really need to have this crystal because so-and-so told me that I'm totally blocked and only this crystal is going to bring me back in balance. Girl, you're missing the point. I love you, but you're missing the point. The crystal, the essential oils, all the tools that I'm going to talk about today, that's what they are. They are tools. They will never, ever, ever replace your inner work. You got that? So if ever you work with me, that is a deep work that we're going to do. It's that inner work, that inner realignment, and using the crystals, the essential oils, everything else, the guidance, your spirit guides, Reiki energy, the Akashic Records, all of that are tools to bring you back into alignment. But the work is you, because I can't just, if you're laying on my Reiki table, just put everything back in balance, because then you go back into the world. And if you keep doing what you normally do, it's going to get back out of balance because it's based on your actions, right? So you need to get back into some type of alignment, some type of inner peace within yourself, and then take new actions, make new decisions, make new choices based on this alignment. Does that make sense? Okay, so I know it's a little bit different than what some of the other New Age people are saying out there, or metaphysical, but this is the crux of it. This is how we really truly heal. So let's talk a little bit about the tools that I have for you to rebalance the root chakra. So if you remember from the previous videos, the root chakra is about feeling safe. It's that survival instinct. It's everything. It's that ego voice that says, am I safe? Is it everything safe? So when it's overactive, the ego is saying, I'm not sure it's safe yet. Am I safe? I worked for a while when I was with the federal government. I worked with parole officers and I was training them, doing some leadership. And one thing I noticed is that for them, they never feel safe because they never know who they could meet in the community. So they always have an escape route. If they go to a restaurant, even if there's their family, even if it's their day off, there's always that, okay, do I have egress? Is there an escape route? Is there something? So they never quite feel safe. And some of us have that feeling of not feeling safe, not because it's kind of derived from our work. Teachers right now don't always feel safe in the classroom because they get hit, they get bit, they get spat on. And some of us don't feel safe because we grew up in a family where there was violence, where there were aggressions and transgressions, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. And all of that stays with us and we don't feel safe. So we're always like over alert. So what can you do then to kind of diffuse this energy of kind of over energy, that overemphasis on safety and security? Of course, get the help that you need. Talk to psychologists. That's what they do. The work that I do does not replace the work of a psychologist. I am not a psychologist. It does help a whole lot, though, for those who want to complement talk therapy. So you need to talk about those issues so that you can heal them. You need to find a way to come to forgiveness and inner peace, knowing that forgiveness does not make things right, but it brings you away from having whatever happened to you control who you are and control how you act and react and respond in the world. So that piece of forgiveness is releasing yourself from the control of whatever violence happened to you so that you can then advance in the world from a place of wholesomeness, right? So you also want to work energy-wise, because when that energy is always it's vibrating like so quickly, so densely, so like I'm not safe, it's a very dense, fearful, angry energy. You want to diffuse that a little bit. So that's when Reiki really, really helps, because Reiki is divine love energy. And when you come for a Reiki session, or when you learn to practice Reiki on yourself, that energy of over alertness can suddenly just calm down. So your breathing slows down, your heart rate can slow down, and it opens up space for more love, more self-love, self-acceptance, and healing. And so those feelings of over alertness can be reduced. And so for a while, as you maintain that new energy, you'll be able to make new choices and go even deeper in your healing. Because let's face it, if you don't feel safe, the healing will not be deep, because your walls are going to be so thick, so high, so like right there around you, you won't allow the love to come in, right? So you need to learn to bring those walls down and to accept love and to accept forgiveness, and to go to radical self-acceptance of who you are right now in your life and the choices that you have right now. That makes sense? So Reiki helps a whole lot for that, just to reduce the response of the stress system and the central nervous system. The Akashic Records. Now, those sessions help a whole lot because it helps you see what is the root cause of the belief that you might have imprinted in your root chakra or any of the chakras, whether it's present life or a past life, something that you've brought over for a lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, so that when you know the root cause of the belief, then you can switch that and make new choices from there. For instance, I've had some clients in past lifetimes where they were in a love triangle and they didn't feel really safe or secure. And there's always that, if you're a woman a few centuries ago, you know, we weren't allowed to own any property. We weren't allowed to have our own name. It was always, you know, from the father passed down to a husband, and there was no independence. So if you were stuck without a husband, then you didn't have anything to your name. You were really poor. You were out on the street, probably very ill treated. So sometimes that fear of not belonging, that translates from one lifetime to another. So when we look into that and say, well, is that the truth right now? And say, no, I can be a fully independent woman, and you heal that through a few sessions, then the client can make new choices based on that new truth. Does that make sense? So that's one way that looking into the Akashic Records and into patterns and beliefs that have ingrained themselves in your spiritual self from this lifetime or previous lifetimes can make a huge difference in how you present yourself in the world. So whether it's in your private life, whether it's in your relationships or in your business, healing through the Akashic Records is going to open yourself up to new opportunities all the time. It really does. So those are things that you can do if you're trained in Reiki and if you're trained in the Akashic Records. So if you want a session with me, if you're not trained, let's talk and let's set something up for you so that you can feel better. Then a few things that you can do for yourself as well with the root chakra. When you start feeling that you're unbalanced, so either overproductive, so you know the energy is spinning just too fast and you're just overly focused on I'm not safe, I'm not safe, I'm not safe, it's not safe for me to make money, it's not safe for me to be seen, it's not safe for me to be who I am. Just realize where you're at and take a nice deep breath and take some time to go outside in nature. Or, you know, if it's really snowing like it is today, or it's really cold outside, at least like gaze on nature, or, you know, put a movie in. So just as long as your brain thinks that you're looking at nature, and then affirm to yourself, I am safe. In this moment, with this breath, I am safe. And look at what is around you. So if it's winter, like, is the heat on? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have clothes on your body? Is there some food in your cupboard? You know, I am safe. In this moment, with this breath, I am safe. And then just stay with that for a while until that central nervous system, your heartbeat, everything regulates back down. I am safe. In this moment, I am safe. Right? So it's not about controlling the rest of your life for the next 30, 40 years. Like, am I going to be safe all the way? You can't see in the future. That's the ego saying, I'm never, ever, ever going to be safe. And is that really the truth? So just bring the ego back to what it knows, which is at this present moment, this body, and just make it realize that in this moment with this breath, I am safe. If your chakra is underspinning, there's not enough energy, then you might not have really good boundaries. You might not have enough vitality. Then again, walk outside. Just bring that energy up through physical exercise. So whether you're, you know, overactive or underactive at the root chakra, exercise, especially something with the legs, like a walk, going on the treadmill, going for a jog, doing some squats, that's going to help move the energy through the legs. And if you can do that while holding on to an affirmation of, I am safe, it's going to help you. Okay, so that's one way that you can really shift the energy and then make new choices from that. So after 5, 10, 30 minutes, again, reassess where you're at and say, well, is something else available to me now that my energy has shifted? Do I have a different choice available to me? Okay, so that's one way that you can work with that energy on your own. Now, if you want to add additional tools, we have, hey, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the thumbs up. So if you want to add more tools to that healing for yourself, remember that inner work is what's the most important. But sometimes it's like when you break your ankle, you're going to need crutches. So you use crystals, essential oils, a little bit like a crutch. It's a tool that's going to help you move into even greater alignment. So at the root chakra, this is one of my favorite. It's black tourmaline. So you can meditate or just sit on your chair and put the black tourmaline right on your root chakra, so close to your pubic bone, or in between your legs, because the root chakra spins going down, spiraling down to the roots. If you're sitting at the desk in the office, you can put this under your chair, so that it's under you or under your feet as well. So if you can take your shoes off and put your feet, the sole of your feet, we do have a chakra under our feet, and put that directly on black tourmaline, that is going to entrain your energy. The way that crystal healing works, every crystal has its own vibration system. They are made in, they have one sacred geometry pattern in them. So they vibrate at that one constant rate, as opposed to us, which we have several different systems in our body. We vibrate high, low, we go up and down. Our sugar levels has an impact. Our hormones have an impact. The moon has an impact on how we vibrate in every day. Is that every decision, every relationship, everything that's our environment changes how we vibrate. These crystals vibrate at the same rate all the time. So when you bring them into your aura, on your body, this is the most stable vibration that's going to be around you, and therefore it's going to entrain your own vibration to this vibrational rate. Does that make sense? So your aura, your vibration is going to start trying to mimic or do like or vibe like the crystal that you're using. If you want to know more about crystal therapy and you're in the Cornwall area, I do have a workshop coming up. I think it's in January. Let's check the Facebook events, but we'll learn more about how to use the chakras for healing that way. So you want to work with black tourmaline right on your chakra. It's going to entrain your energy to that vibration. So this is a vibration of, it's more calm, it's soothing, it's grounding, and it's really an energy of I am safe. Another one that's really good is the pyrite, which is also very, it's a cube. That's how this molecule is made, and the pyrite. Again, put that on your root chakra or at your feet. If you have a lot of that anxiety issues, you can put these crystals right at the foot of your bed or under your mattress at the foot of your bed. Create a grid around your bed, create a grid around you, so that, vibrationally, your house, the room you're at, your office at work, your bed has that vibration of I am safe. And it's going to make a difference vibrationally in your home. The other thing you can do is use essential oils. Essential oils that are really good are the woodsy ones. Those that really help to diffuse that extra energy, that anxiety energy. So you want to use some cedar, some white sage, Palo Santo is really good. Arbovitae, one of my favorite. So you can use that directly in your body. Put a drop or two in your palm, 3 deep breaths. And again, you can affirm, I am safe. It is safe for me to, ... fill in the blanks. And then you can continue on your day. Whatever you smell, what's in your body, goes through your nose and has an impact on your brain. And within 15 minutes, if you put essential oil on your skin, that essential oil is in your body and it is going to have an effect on the hormones that your body produces, and on your entire system. So essential oils are a very good, powerful tool for that. Diffuse the oil if you can in your environment, whether it's in your bedroom, in the living room, in your office. And that's going to help again and train your brain to work a little bit differently so that you can feel more safe and you can make decisions from a place that is calm, centered, and balanced. All right, so we've covered quite a few things today that you can do to heal, balance that root chakra. So the one thing, you can work with me or with another healer doing Reiki, or working in the Akashic Records to really balance, calm down the central nervous system to help you heal and make new choices. Same thing with the Akashic Records, going to the root cause of the choice that cause it imbalance in your life and clear that so that more things open up for you in your business and your life. And then things that you can do for yourself at the root chakra. Go for walks, exercise, move your legs, affirm I am safe, and then worked with crystals and some essential oils as well, knowing that those are tools and what really matters is your own inner work, your shadow work, your emotional and psychological work is what is the most important. I hope that this was very informative for you. And I want to invite you as well to book a session with me, a free 30-minute session where we're going to diagnose exactly how you're stopping yourself. And I'm going to teach you what you can do in your own personal life, in your own business, what you can do to bring back more balance in your life. So I'll be putting that link in the description of the video. If you have any questions, do let me know. Write that in the comments. Send me a message. I am here to help you heal. My wish for you is that you feel nourished at every level of your beingness, in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, in your soul, so that you feel whole and that your vibration becomes strong. And that is how we're going to have positive ripple effects in the world around us. So I'm sending you a big hug from my heart to yours, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.